excuse me, to another beautiful day. I'm working on some earrings. Let me flip the camera around real quick. Hello. I said flip the camera around. Thank you. So I'm making some moss agate earrings for somebody to match their engagement ring with 10 karat gold, and figured that wouldn't be a bad little custom to show since I'm in the process of it. And I am in a terrifying part of that process too. So right now I am trying to attach the prongs so that I can then go and attach the lower section afterwards and pray that I don't melt any of the tiny parts of this. Fingers crossed. Let me let someone know that I'm live real quick. And hey, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen ya. Hey, Michelle. Get my chat going. Heard that. Heard that. There we go. I got my... By the way, anybody watching want to be kind enough to hit that like button? Does a lot of good, helps me. I appreciate it. Hey, just be happy I'm doing I'm still doing the other stream in horizontal, because I get no viewers for that. I don't know if you've noticed the last, 2 months. It has not been cooperating. God, this is fucking terrifying. Fuck. Thank you for being that fucking reasonable, at least. That ain't gonna fucking work. Oh, background play isn't a thing now? No, that did not go as planned. It's hard to solder 6 prongs onto a fucking basket. That's this small with gold. It's not an easy thing to pull off, unfortunately. No, the ad for paying for ad free. I get what he's saying because I do too. It's probably just the vertical lives that they shut that shit down for. I'm gonna bet because even shorts play in background for me now. I feel you, man. I'm really not a fan of it either. It just sucks that this is the only platform that I've gotten any traction on ever. Yes, I facet gemstones. Okay, back to trying to solder this. So I'm going to need another chunk of gold. I'm going to have to melt more gold, but not for this part. Cut me off another section. Now there's already solder here, thankfully. I just got to get that to stick to it. And not completely freaking melt. Yes, I can. And I do. That's not a bad idea, actually. Thanks for that suggestion, because it was a decent idea. Where the fuck did that just go? Why, hello. Mario Savage. Did you work with Silver? Right on. I've never made a spoon before, but I've wanted to. I feel like this is the most nerve-wracking solder I've done in months. Per carat of what? Because Will, chase that down. I want to know what what your curiosity is there. By the way, I'm switching to all messages. Sorry, I wasn't in top. To keep the water fresh. That makes sense. Oh man. I used to have a thing about spoons a long, long time ago. I don't anymore. And now to see how well this comes together. Yeah, repickling was a good idea. Thank you for that. I don't know that in my frustration, I don't know that I would have actually like thought to just dip the whole thing into the self-pickling flux I use. Ow! This fucker bite me. That hurt. Sounds like you had a busy week, Will. It's for moss agate. A little tiny moss agate. Kite shape. I did not want to make this setting, but the person that this project is being commissioned by wanted this specific setting, so it is what it is. I'm probably gonna have to switch them to CZ over it, unfortunately. Oh no, that's not diamond. I unfortunately don't get my hands on. You've never seen moss agate in real life? We're gonna have to fix that, Michelle. I've got a couple extra. Speaking. It was a waste of money to just buy a couple, so I got a few. By the way, just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to everyone who's hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you. Okay, so then. I think I like that better, that direction. Other. Of course it would. Dip it in flux. Thank you, Spectrum. I know the fucking payment's late. This project might have to get slow rolled. Oh, I would probably not. I don't have the machinery to cut diamond well. I would not be a good candidate for that, my friend. As much as I would love some steady employment and love to cut diamonds, I just don't like. I'm not gonna lead someone on and tell them I can do a quality job like that when I'm pretty sure I'm not capable of it. I also I don't think like anybody in America would be like from your name. I'm guessing you're over in India. Like you would be way better off finding cutters in Jaipur than the U.S. because uh we our rent alone is like 10 times as much in many cases. It's stupid, and so we have to charge more per hour for our labor, and that makes it really difficult for like business owners like you to hire us and make profit from doing so, which is kind of the point of you know running a business. Heck, I'm surprised I'm still making my own stuff, but for fastenings I usually uh like it's a hobby for me more than anything else. Although someday I hope to get to the point where I'm doing like super high quality facets. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. Apologies. I'm gonna have to move the camera for a second and plug in my microscope so that I can see better what I'm doing. Make sure y'all are getting a good. What? There it is. Is that so? I'd love to. If you want to provide me with the proper machine to do it, I'm in. That's my problem. I can't afford a good machine for cutting. I'm using a $200 Weaver faceting machine. They're not very impressive. They're slow. I would love to get an Ultratech or a Facetron or, something like that and do specialty cuts. Do it all day. Where do you mine diamonds in the US? Out of curiosity, I didn't know that we had any place you could go here to get to mine diamonds. I have an idea. Hey, well, that was a bad idea, apparently. That seems like a really I don't think I could do that type of a price myself personally. Although I guess if someone was providing the machine, I perhaps. Sup, Space Miner? He who has one of the coolest screen names. Hmm. So I'm trying to get the spacing on this to be right, and that is easier said than done. No shit. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because gold is the fucking worst. And I bet I'll get this almost exactly how I want it, and then it'll fucking melt on me, because that's what always happens. Gold is easy, they say. It's soft, they say. Oh, man. I fucking needed that. I'm filing this point a little bit so that it's not as difficult to line up to the prong. You do, and you also need to have patience, because things are going to go wrong. It's like, it's not a pleasant truth, but it's just the truth of trying to teach yourself this type of a art. Some days things just aren't going to work with you, and everything will go wrong, and you just got to keep like trying and not get super discouraged. Okay, what happens out of curiosity? No. Patience. And then you might need a little more patience. All right. Oh, you bitch. So what I'm going to try to do is just get it to attach to that back one and pray that works. I know what you mean. It's a pain. Honestly, like I tried to talk the customer out of this, and I might have to try again or explain to them that I'll have to go from, moissanite to CZ because I've spent 10 hours on a fucking setting. Which isn't the customer's fault. I gotta say that. Like, that is not the customer's fault. I did not, do a very good job of it. I didn't try very hard. I was just like, it takes a lot more labor to do a basket setting. Do you absolutely want this? And that's what their engagement ring has, so they really do, and I don't blame them. I'm just also trying to work in a budget, and I don't think I explained it very well, so it's mostly on me. It is not on them. Because you just don't know the joys of working with gold until you try to do it yourself and realize you fucking hate it. And you no longer like gold or anything at all. Hey, Josh. Okay, how am I gonna do this next part? Of course it did. Oh well. I appreciate you so much, homie. I just want you to know that. Thank you so much for the continued support. Every bit of that really helps, especially with the struggle of the last year. So I just wanted to take a moment seeing that to just say thank you. Thank you so much. That's what's up. Congrats, man. Real quick. Josh is a homie. He makes some really, really pretty videos on his adventures. If you want to check out his channel, hopefully that will let you guys go check it out. feel like for this next part, I should move to an easier type of solder. What we got here? 14K extra easy. Maybe that's a little too easy. 14K easy. Perfect. Is it just me, or did anyone else notice the little freaking money symbol thing flashing when I just reloaded the chat, but it was like flashing blue to gray, and I was like, what the hell? Is it like, is YouTube trying to say, give us more money? It might be time to write them another fucking email about how they're pushing the vertical as hard as they are. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you, Josh. Alrighty. All I need is for that to solder safely. I think it did it. I think it did it. Oh, please. Please, jewelry gods or whoever. Anyone. Let that simple little small tiny weld hold long enough for me do what I got to do. Or, well, strong enough for me to do what I gotta do. Yeah, so it's not that I'm not a fan of osmium. Actually, I'm working on several projects right now in osmium. I don't like setting it because it's so thin, it's hard to get a bezel over, it feels like things are cracking. It doesn't feel like it's good for a prong setting. Like, every time I am setting that stuff terrifies me. Unless I'm using glue, and I hate using glue. Chris, I'll show you real quick. Give me a second. I'll go grab a piece so you can see what he's talking about. Because it's some really cool shit. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. My apologies. Start working on my language a little better. Alright, so right now, I am currently working out a gold ring for this. This is crystallized osmium. And it's basically microscopic crystals. I'll give you a really close-in view of it. There we go. No one's selling me them. I'm doing some work for somebody. It's basically a will do. I will say I don't go out of my way to work with the stuff. Like, I don't have any problem against it. It's just I'm always afraid I'm gonna break it, and I can't afford to break a piece like this even. I don't know what I would, because I can't afford a piece like that. That actually worked better than I thought it was going to. I'm kind of happy about that. Osmium is some really cool stuff. It's a type of metal in the platinum metal group, and they can use a process called chemical. Is it chemical vapor deposit? Am I thinking that of the right process for how they do that crystallization that way? Vapor, yeah. Deposition. Thank you. And they make those little plates with them, and those plates are really sparkly. And they're a type of platinum, so it's one of the rarest elements on the planet. So rare that like you don't find big chunks of it naturally occurring. Unless I'm mistaken on that. I will leave it to the pro to correct me if I make any misstatements, because you know, this is not my area of expertise. Well, that's fascinating. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I understood that correctly. You don't find very big pieces of it in nature. It's kind of like moissanite, where it does exist in nature, but you won't ever find a piece big enough to do much with naturally. Okay. That might work. I might actually get this thing off. I will be so stoked if I do. Time to flip. Treasure, it's actually it's even more rare than that, because bonitoite, you do occasionally find facet size pieces. Moissanite, or like, you won't find, all pieces you find are like microscopic of osmium or moissanite. Well, maybe not for osmium. I haven't actually done much research into that one. Like, it just doesn't. Moissanite, for instance, does not exist in anything under the, like, or bigger than sand grains size. Have a good one. Yeah, bonitoite is really, really pretty. And is the stone from the county I was born in, if I many years. Okay. Well, let's do this one more time. Why shouldn't you? Are you done driving? By the way, thank you again. I just want to say, I see those 13 thumbs up, and I've got a $5 super chat, which I haven't seen in a minute. So just throwing out thank you and appreciation and gratitude for that. All right. Please, 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 just love me a little bit on this one. It's all I'm asking. Man, this. I'm worried. I'm worried. This is the point they melt every time. Treasure, is Victorville and Apple Valley, those are in San Bernardino County, correct? It's the right part of the state, if I remember correctly. Or is it Hesperia? Victorville. Is that near the San Bernardino area? Or is it Hesperia or Big Bear? I don't really remember. I haven't been there for 20 years since we left. Alright, let us see how much the universe loves me today. Hey Ken, how are you? It's good to see you, bud. It's been a minute. That is going out of its way to be difficult for me. Sorry, I can't see chat at the moment. Hmm. TFC, holy shit. Sorry, I was like holding my breath the whole fucking time. Hey yo, everyone. Sorry about that. Hey. Okay. 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 To breathe, indeed. It's hard because you're afraid, like, you get afraid that if you breathe the wrong way, you'll accidentally screw up and melt the entire project, and that's terrifying. When you've put in so many hours into it, where the fuck did it go? It did not go that far. Get back here. No. No. This is bullshit. It did not fucking disappear. Because I want to be able to show it off. It appears I'm going to have to go hunting for that stupid fucking setting, as it decided it was going for an adventure. I think it would be great in a bezel. I agree wholeheartedly with you. Wholeheartedly. Haha. I knew it pulled that BS on me. I could just feel it. I've got a drawer that can somehow get things underneath it in some magical way. Anyway, this is what I just spent the last hour making. And then it will get set into this, which I'll then pave set with gemstones, and we'll tag a little earring pin on that, and boom, we have earring. Of course, that's a lot of work still to go. Trying to keep track of as much of the gold as possible so that I lose as little as possible. Gold loss is a real thing, especially when you don't have a super high-end setup. I've noticed losing up to 2 grams on projects, which is just depressing in a way. Like, that's $100. But there's, like, a quarter carat, which is 1/5 of a gram, so it adds up. You get it back. You just gotta be vigilant. Save every bit that you can. That way you don't lose 3 or 4 grams. It's getting close. Yeah. It is getting close to I mean even 14 karat gold is like 60, almost 60 a gram spot price. I don't work with steel. I haven't worked with platinum. I'd like to give platinum a try just to see if it's possible to work with it with my setup. I've been told acetylene does not do platinum very well, but I can't afford platinum, because I'd have to spend like $800 just to find out. Unless someone wants to send me some free platinum to fuck around with, I'm happy to send it back. I just don't know like how much will come back. I can't make any promises on that. Just why I can't afford it. I don't really expect anyone else to be able to take a jump like that. I get it. Quad, what's up? Catching the end of the show, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. None of mine has sold. Or very little of my gold has sold. One big piece did, and that person got a great deal. Well, I guess not technically for the gold value itself, but yeah, a lot of the gold that I have is still around. Thankfully. I don't even want to know how much gold is in my carpet right now. And I really don't want to know how much silver is in my carpet. I would imagine there's multiple ounces of silver and a few grams of gold, perhaps. If I was better at, or not better, if I had the proper setup to do some refining, I probably would, like, vacuum all the dust out of my floor and start breaking it down in acid to see what happens. Now I just have to hope this doesn't melt when I put the earring prong in or when I attach it to this. If it stays solid in that, we all good. No, I know what's in there. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, there's some cool stuff from up here. I keep telling myself I want to get a metal detector and go wander the waterways, even though I'm fully aware that I can't do that with my leg. But I want to. I want to. And speaking of gold loss, like, that's why I have this piece of paper down here. And then I keep emptying it. That way I've got as much of it safe as possible. That looks acceptable for now. I might have to move that prong a little bit, but I'm more apt to try and screw with it. But yeah, there we go. That is my first step. Well, not first step, but first basket for this. I've got another one I'll have to do. I've got to roll out a little bit of metal before I do that. Oh, definitely. Michelle, it might actually be accessible for you. That's something I want to do and like do a video on, is how to make it accessible for those of us who might struggle with certain activities like walking right. Ow, bitch. Sorry, excuse my language. I burned myself. Don't mind me. Hey, Will, if you're still here, question, are you able to, do, like, speed up the frame of, stuff in this mode, or can we not do, like, 1.5 speed to cut down on the lag? Because I just tried to do that on my phone, and it basically was like, go away. Definitely. And yeah, Chris, check out Josh's channel. He's got a lot of awesome rock hounding adventure stuff that you might find interesting, to say the least. I don't know what the hell's up with that piece of metal, but I'm taking it out because something wasn't quite right. Alright. I'm gonna need more wire, so I figure I might as well just make some more wire. Alrighty. Right now, this is getting that hot enough, so when I do pour molten metal into it, it doesn't stop at the top. It goes all the way down and in, and I get a full ingot out of it. For good health. Crystals have not been shown scientifically to treat any disease, ailment, etc. So I'm slowly turning the heat up because you might see little sparks flying around here and there. Some of those are like wood particles that came off my bench pin or something like that. But it never hurts to just take it slow when melting, because I've seen bits of metal appear up towards the top of the crucible. Now I've got it into a little ball, but I want it to be a very melted ball. So and that seemed like a successful pour to me. You have. I've been seeing some of the thumbnails and damn, you're doing some amazing shots. Actually, You might have noticed on one of my recent faceting videos, I was taking some nature shots, kind of inspired by somebody. Just a little inspiration. All right, so next I need my strong pliers. And there is the ingot for more wire. And of course I'll have to, they're already breaking off, but you can see it's got this little excess flow that came off the sides. I always just throw it back in, so, you know, waste not, want not. Shit's expensive. Boom. I figured I'd end the video on melting a little bit of gold and showing y'all how that part works. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I got in some gemstones, so I gotta go get prices on those for tomorrow. But I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If anyone's got any quad, if anyone's got any questions, comments, etc., let me know. And you know, comments. I'll find them eventually. I have been trying to keep responding on those, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the love and support today. We got 15 thumbs ups. Josh, thank you for that super chat. I haven't seen that field have a number in it for, it feels like a month or two, so thank you. We will catch y'all on the next one. Psalm 23, 6 months ago? I'm gonna go read that real quick, and after shutting down, that way I have reference. But anyway, peace out, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey Josh, real quick, you doing a stream after this, or Karen? Anybody in the fam that you know doing a stream tonight? No? Okay. I figured I'd ask. You know, I like supporting other creators. Anyway, my room's a wreck. Love y'all. You have a good one.